Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, it is Sunday, June 22nd. It is 10:52 a.m. and of course it's 2025, of course. Let me get some coffee here. And yeah, as you can tell, I got a haircut and everything yesterday, and that's exactly what this is about, this video. Not the haircut, but the fact that last week was the first full week of the annual, yearly summer summer break I guess you could say uh, change a change kind of it's not a hiatus, it's more along the lines of a summer break overhaul, temporarily a temporary overhaul, if you will, on how things are done. And as I alluded to the week prior and everything, of course, I was going to have videos set and ready to go. And as you have noticed throughout this past week, that's exactly what I did. A lot of the videos that I had recorded, the previous week, I would let you know the day of, I would let you know the date, basically, of when I was recording them. So last Monday, I said in that video, where I talked about, the whole Pretty Woman situation that got me to be a fan of bubble baths and all that. Basically, I told you I'd recorded that on the 9th. Then the following day, when you saw the Optimus Prime one, I said that was recorded on the 10th, so on and so forth. And again, the reason I'm doing this, like I said, is because it's summer break. And because it's the summer break, things are, a little different. Things are a little bit more, I guess you could say, tricky, if you will, to comprehend. Now, have I been able to get some videos out so far during the day? Yeah, absolutely, I have. But the situation is real simple as to how I'm able to do those. One, I have to basically wait till late at night, and essentially when the matriarch, if you will, is a little distracted or probably resting on the couch or whatever the case may be, or watching the 50th anniversary of Jaws on Peacock, I have to, take those opportunities, and, if I can do so without interruption, I can be able to give you some, I can record some content for you guys and, put that content out, a little after I record it and create it, so yeah. Like I said, you may have noticed that I have been able to get some additional content out to you guys due to those facts. Like this is an opportunity. Right now, I got the place to myself. I got the place to myself, if you will, for a couple of hours. So I'm able to get some content out to you guys as best as I can, But yeah, that's why I basically recorded those videos that you saw premiere early in the morning, and you will see, I should say, to continue to premiere later on this week, because I've got a couple of them video game related, basically, the video game playthroughs, if you will, set up in the can, ready to premiere tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, and Wednesday morning. So yeah, I got plenty of content set up for you guys. I'm probably going to put some out more. I'll probably put some more out today for Thursday and Friday, because, again, opportunities that present themselves, got to take advantage of them, even when it comes to not just, uploading content for the very day you're recording it, but also uploading content and sending it to premiere later on throughout the week and, coming weeks and all that, because, again, it's just one of those situations to where, as I've said before, and I said it in the I should say, in the summer channel update. Basically, it's just one of those situations you gotta stay a step ahead of. You gotta basically, have a plan for, and that's what I'm trying to do here. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have a plan, trying to stay a step ahead, just in case things come up. I mean, heck, one of the days that I had a video premiere this past week, it was the only video. And that's kind of what I'm alluding to. That's kind of what I've been telling people as to why people like myself, and even those more established and more high praised than I, or more critically seen than I, like a James Rolfe and a Linkara and Angry Joe and a Nostalgia Critic, this is why they do their stuff ahead of time as well. It's not just because they got other projects they got to work on when it comes to when it comes to their platform, trying to find the right words, their platforms, not only do they have other stuff they have to work on for their platform, like Future Nostalgia Critics, Angry Joe's, and then, Atop the Fourth Walls, AVGN, and all that, but they also have personal lives they got to focus on. So sometimes they need that space to focus on that personal situation, in case, anything comes up. In case anything comes up. But long story short though, that's kind of what I've been doing, I've kind of been doing over this past week, kind of making sure you guys, not only get the content that I've already set to premiere, but when given the opportunity, I can give you more content, in addition to that, basically, in addition to that. But yeah, this first 4 weeks been fine. I mean, it's actually been okay. The matriarchs is basically, resting as best as they can, just taking it easy and everything, doing what they got to do to kind of, keep themselves relaxed, kind of do activities that, even though you could say, well, that's not relaxing, to them it is, and all that. So yeah, that's what they've been doing. And everything. And then yesterday is the first time we actually did something outside of the house and all that. And what we did is we had to go get our hair cut and everything. I got mine at Great Clips. They got theirs over at the SuperChats, both in Patterson. But basically they found out that the favorite salon stylist is not going to be at SuperCuts anymore because of personal reasons. That they kind of knew about and everything, but they didn't know it was going to be like, to this extent. So that salon stylist that was basically the friend, had become the friend over the past, number of years, decade, if you will, is not going to be there no more. And basically now they got to find another place. I mean, the friend did give them a recommendation for someone there. But I think they're going to end up going where I'm going, possibly in the near future, which is Great Clips. So we'll see what happens and everything. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, basically after that, went to Walmart as well and did a little shopping. What was interesting though is the matriarch was still waiting and everything. They were still waiting and all that to get their haircut because they didn't know that their friend, the stylist, yesterday was the last day because of the personal reasons. So, so they told me via text to, just start shopping, get everything on the list as best as you can, and that's exactly what I did. I went from beginning to end of the store, just about everywhere in between, getting what we needed, as well as a few additional other things that we didn't have on the list, but are necessary, if you will. I mean, for me, I had to get some razor blades and all that because for some odd reason, when I would shave with the Gillette razor blades that I have, when those, and these are the kind that basically, and I'll show you. This is a different brand right here. It's not a different brand, but it's basically the same brand, but it's like a different blade and everything. These blades, for some odd reason, they will legitimately just break off. Like this part right here will break off when I was shaving. And usually what that tells me is when it breaks off that basically it's done. It's essentially done. I also had to get some new bristles for my Oral-B electric brush, if you will. But yeah, essentially, we got stuff like that, some additional stuff that again, we didn't have listed, but we knew we were going to need and all that. And I also got like a 24 pack of Coke, because Coca-Cola, that is, due to the fact that even though we ordered Mountain Mike's Pizza on Friday, and I got 4 2 liters of soda, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, and root beer, I know myself, and I'd rather have some cans on standby as well, you know, after I drink the bottles, or at least drink the cans first and then save the bottles for later, or whatever the case may be. Um, but yeah, basically that's what we did, and then we just came home yesterday and just relaxed and all that. So yeah, but yeah, the first week was more of a relaxing kind of week, like not do too much kind of deal and everything. Not do too much kind of deal outside of that. But overall, it's just like I said, it's a week of transition. It's the first week is a transition, basically a temporary transition until the 18th of August, and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, can't say any more than that. Can't really say any more than that, and all that and everything. I mean, I did do one thing. I did send my dad a Father's Day gift. It's a dictionary by Jeff Foxworth, the Redneck Dictionary. So I know he'll get a kick out of that. But yeah, outside of that, not really too much happening except for what I told you, and the exception being also that I have videos already. I had videos premiering throughout the week that I had recorded the week prior because, like I said, of the temporary change, and there's more to come this week and in the weeks to follow as well. Uh, but yeah, just thought I'd come on here, let you know what happened, how the first week of the summer break, the annual yearly summer break season has started and went. And that's all I can say, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment if you like the video, ring the bell for notification. And until then,